Yeah, Nathan Coleman here, February 10th. I think it's like 6:30 p.m. But I get right to it here with my videos. I don't screw around. The topic is religion, prayer, and God. And all of them are cancer. Let me explain why. I have a saying. It goes like this. For all you people that are religious, just hear me out. The stuff I'm going to talk about, I'm going to try to be as quick as I can with this. I have a phrase. Religion is pure cancer. Prayer is an excuse to not really do anything for anybody. And God is a person's ideas and opinions. And like assholes, everyone has one. So let me get right to it. Religion separates us as people. Everything. It separates everything. It puts an expectation on you and I to live up to something that we can never live up to. You know, we're never good enough for the Bible or God. You know, God creates us, then He creates a hell to go to. Why would I create something knowing I'm going to destroy it or put it somewhere where it's going to be in agony? It just don't make sense. It's just ridiculous. And another thing, people with cancer, people that die in certain situations, and then everybody goes, oh, well, it was just God's will. Everything's God's will, you know what I mean? And see, a lot of people, they get so offended when you talk about this because they're chosen. They're the good people. They're the ones that can't stumble or they're going to hell. Am I making sense? Yeah, it makes sense, but it doesn't get through to a lot of these religious zealots' heads. It don't get through. When you pray, it's an excuse. Why are you going to say, I'll pray for you to get better, or I'll pray that you have this or that? Why don't you yourself go do something for that person instead of saying, I'll pray for you? And then you probably don't even pray half of the time, or more than half of the time. It's like a quote that everybody says. And I don't care. I don't care. People are going to get mad. That's how life is. People get mad and people get over it. But let me tell you something. And look, I'm standing outside of this church building right now. It doesn't mean nothing. It's a building. It's a building. Look. A building. That's all it is. It's brick and a door to go into. Listen, here's what I'm saying. I ain't got much time. The only way that you are ever going to be free from this world and your own bullshit is when you get rid of religion and God. Yes, you could say a quick prayer for stuff that you're thankful for to remind you that you might not have it, like I do every day. I'm thankful for food, water, shelter, clothing, a bed, and that's it. And then I go about my day. Anything else is religion. You're working your way to your heaven. You're trying to live up to everyone else's expectations. That's what you're doing. And see, I know how it is. I know. I can talk about this. I can look at myself and not be a hypocrite with this. And yes, I'm a hypocrite sometimes. I do things that I might have not wanted to do or say, but I can look at myself and say these things because I did it. I was one of these people. I went to church. I went to it's called Teen Challenge. I went there for over a year and learned the Bible and all that. I used to pray all the time, and I meditated for a year and a half one time. I didn't watch TV or anything. I meditated and tried to find God. And out of all that, the only thing that has changed is it made me see that God is not going to do anything for me. I am the only one that's going to do anything for me. Nate is going to do what Nate has to do for Nate. Lisa has to do what Lisa has to do for Lisa. Tim for Tim. Jody for Jody. Tom for Tom. Brittany for Brittany. It ain't gonna just come to you. And this is always gonna be what I'm talking about. I ain't never gonna change the things that I talk about because it's not getting through to people. It's not getting through their brains. They're not understanding that this is what really is going on. And look, I just had two black fellas sitting in a car across from me. They stopped for like 20, 30 seconds. They could have went and they were listening to what I was saying, because they were probably thinking, oh, is this another religious nut, or is this person or that person? Because I'm standing in front of a church building, and I'm standing here because this is the only light that I have right now. But yeah, back to this religious stuff. Look what it does to kids when a mother or a father tries to push religion on them. Look how bad it always ends up. When you're trying to tell somebody what to do and how to live, and you won't let them find their own answers in life. Right when you start going outside of the box of Jesus died for you and that's it. The 10 Commandments is there. That's it. And by the way, that's so-called part of the law. We're supposed to be under grace anyway. None of this stuff is supposed to matter anyway, if you knew what I was saying. But a lot of people ain't gonna know what I'm saying. They're not gonna know what I'm talking about because they don't even read the Bible. They don't even do this stuff. That's why they're hypocrites. They're hypocrites. And I could talk about this for hours. I can get into the whole thing of, well, okay, my brother Earl passed from an overdose. He died of an overdose, 46 years old, Earl Coleman, my brother. And I asked, well, what, is he in hell because he died of an overdose? Like, I say this stuff and I just realize how ridiculous it is. So, what makes one person go to heaven or hell and another person go to heaven or hell? It does not make sense. And listen, they say all this about, well, you can't understand who God is. Why would I want to understand who and what God is? God is like the middleman in society. Like, you don't need God to do stuff for you. They show these pictures of God standing by people, guiding their hands and stuff. He doesn't guide anything. It's you, the one that's doing it. If there is some infinite being that, is real, I'm just saying is out there, then there's too many questions that he leaves unanswered. And he makes us and says, well, don't sin. And I don't even know what sin really is. It's stuff that people label as bad or good. And you make us with these compulsions to want to have sex and, gamble and other stuff. Just all the stuff that comes with being a human. And then You say in a book that we can't do this, we can't do that, you can't do that, no, can't do that, then what are you supposed to do? Like, I could go on and on and on and on and on and on about this for an eternity. I mean, I could just go on about it. And it amazes me how closed off our society is to this. How right when you try to open up or speak some truth, you're cut right away, right away. It happens with me all the time. When I go into a place and I start speaking truth, there's one of two things that happen. Everybody will get quiet and act like they don't know nothing and they're not listening, knowing damn well they're listening, or they get offended, or they start going crazy and acting wild, and they look at you like you're the wrong one for asking a question and going outside of the box. This is 11 minutes in. I got 4 minutes left. It's ridiculous, man. And I'm going to devote my life, because see, once I discover truth and what truth is, I won't be satisfied until I discover that. Why was I born? Why was I put here? I want to know these things. I don't want it to be a secret to me. Yes, I love discovery and I love learning new things. And I think all of us, we're just so caught up on what everyone else is doing and what everyone else is saying, and they're not listening to nothing. It's like with me. One time I was 300 pounds. Do you want to know how to lose weight and to get healthier? Stop eating breads. Stop eating sweets. Cut all that out. You'll start losing weight. Stop drinking soda. Drink water. Take fish oil or krill oil pills like I do. Look at my skin. I don't have one spot on my skin. I'm healthy now. Yes, I'm still a little more than what I want to weigh, but it is what it is. You know, I'm not ashamed to put myself out to the public anymore. I can look at myself in the phone and I know who I am today. I don't need to put on a mask of religion. I don't need to put on a facade for people. Do you understand what I mean? I don't need 10 steps on how to get better. I don't need 5 steps on how to paint a car. I will find out for myself. Understand? And people just get so offended. Oh my goodness, people get so offended when you're trying to do your own thing. These people will do whatever they can to bring you down, and I'm not one of them people. I'm here to lift people up. I'm here to get better. I'm here to make projects that no one has ever made or done or thought of. You'll hear more from me with this music stuff and the arts. Video recording, drawing symbols, all kinds of stuff. It's just, I love it, man. I love doing it. I love to do it, you know? And see, look, the cops, they just rode by. I guarantee you they turn back around. I guarantee you they turn around and say something. I got 1 minute left on this video, and if I don't end it saying they turned around, I'll be shocked. But yeah, I'm out here in this traffic, but I'm telling you, you got to get rid of religion. You got to get rid of all this praying you're doing, because you're working your way to something and it will never work. And God's not going to do nothing for you. God is not going to do nothing for you. God is not going to do nothing for you or me. Understand that. He doesn't pick and choose. He doesn't have favorites. Nathan Coleman, February 10th, 2019, York, PA. I'm out.